the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Thursday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. We'll get to those top stories in just a few minutes, but let's take a look outside on this Thursday. Live look at Roslyn here at 4 o'clock. It looks beautiful.
It does, Annalisa. And let's get over to meteorologist Damon Matson with the first look at our forecast. Damon, things look pretty good now. How's it going to look a little bit later on this evening?
Yeah, we should soak up these evening sunsets we get here around 4 to 5 o'clock, because starting next week, not going to be the case once we turn those clocks back. But hey, folks, I will say, very sunny out there right now. It has been all day long, but that's deceiving. It still has been on the chilly side. Not too bad, but still we're talking upper 40s back toward the Shenandoah Valley, low 50s, 52 right now, as a matter of fact, in DC, Manassas, and Waldorf. But here's the benefit we're getting today that we didn't have yesterday when it was also very chilly. The wind has not really been a factor, thankfully enough, so it's not feeling much colder than the actual air temperature we have out there. Wind chill has not been an issue today with these lighter winds, and we've had that good amount of sunshine all day long. A little bit of cloud cover passing through here this afternoon, but nothing of any significance really, as we are going to continue to stay very clear, very calm as we go throughout the rest of your evening. Now, those chilly temperatures we had for one additional time this afternoon, they will turn over to some colder temperatures once the sun goes down. By the time we hit about 10 to 11 o'clock, most of us should be falling into the 30s as we do gear up for one more cold night ahead of us. And then it looks like a warm-up is going to start to take shape heading into the weekend. Now, the question is, just how warm are we going to get, and are we going to continue to see very quiet, very dry conditions over the next several days as well? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. New today, in the Anne Arundel County man facing charges accused of inappropriately touching a girl's ear on Halloween. Police say that he then tried to shoot the girl's mother. The girl's mother says that Cedric Paynes licked her daughter's ear while she was trick-or-treating on Dunfield Court. She says that her daughter then ran home and Paynes followed her. She says that he tried to get into her home, but she stopped him. That's when police say he pulled out a gun and pulled the trigger. Police say that the gun didn't go off. The girl and her mother were not injured. Paynes is now facing assault and weapons charges. Our Randy Bass will have much more on this story in just a bit.
Well, many people rely on buses to get around the DMV, but the trip can often take longer than scheduled there because of the obstacles in their way, which is why the district's Department of Transportation will soon crack down on those who intentionally cause delays. DC News Now's Dave Laval is joining us live from Wisconsin Avenue in Northwest Washington near Calvert Street with a look at the latest efforts now to penalize drivers who break the law. Dave, what will be done to make those trips smoother for those bus riders?
Good afternoon, Annalisa. Right now, you block a bus stop like the one behind me, you just get a warning. However, that's all going to change in a couple of weeks as the warnings will be replaced by a fine. That fine will be $100 and comes from the District Department of Transportation. The fine goes into effect November 15th. Park or sit in one of the designated bus lanes. The fine is $200 and expected to go into effect early next year. However, DDOT wants to reduce the amount by half. First, though, the DC Council must approve that request. The bottom line, the end is in sight for the warnings, and that's just fine with bus passengers we spoke to earlier.
Real frustrated because it's difficult because I have a muscle disease, so it's difficult for me to get on the bus. So usually I'll just ask them to move. If they don't move, then I usually try to get their ticket number and just call it in.
DDOT told us bus stop violations made up almost 80% of the warnings issued. So it expects to see a big reduction, again, when the $100 fine, if you block a bus stop, goes into effect. We're live in Georgetown. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
And Dave, what else is DDOT doing right now to catch those violators?
Well, Annalisa, you may recall Metro installed cameras on its buses during the summer to catch those who illegally park at bus stops and in bus lanes. Violators for bus or bus lane violators only receive warnings. But again, starting November 15th, if you illegally park at a bus stop, you'll be fined $100.
Dave Laval, thank you. That's a story that we've been following. Loudoun County Public Schools says that it's making the lock zone available to every secondary school in its system. This comes after LCPS reported 10 suspected overdose cases across of its 6 high schools this school year. Officials say that 4 of those students were administered in the lock zone, and 3 of those students were at Parkview High School. At least 8 opioid-related overdoses are currently being investigated at Parkview, 7 of which happened in just the past 3 weeks. Governor Youngkin's office says that LCPS waited more than 20 days to notify parents, which they say is too long.
20 days to say something about that is just way too long. And to think that the governor had to step in and tell the schools to do something in a timely manner, not just for overdoses, but for any incident that could occur there, that's too long.
Well, Governor Youngkin has issued an executive order requiring schools to notify parents of overdoses within 24 hours. Deputies say that they have investigated 18 overdoses of Loudoun County juveniles this year alone.
Right now, the White House will invest $334 million to hire more police officers, especially in schools. Over 1,000 officers will be hired across the country. The administration says that money will also improve safety and security in schools by adding cameras and metal detectors. The overall goal is to reduce crime and support police departments. This comes a week after a mass shooting left 18 people dead in Maine. And turning now to Virginia, next Tuesday's crucial election could decide which party controls the General Assembly.
And that race for the 31st State Senate District that covers parts of Loudoun and Fauquier counties is seen as one of the most competitive in the state. Our
political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming joining us now. He spent some time with both candidates this week.
Yeah, Leonard, you talked with Republican candidate Juan Pablo Segura. What did he have to say about why he's running?
Juan Pablo Segura tells me he is running for many reasons. The biggest is to help Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin have a partner in Richmond. This is Juan Pablo Segura, the entrepreneur-turned-candidate who is running as a Republican for the 31st District State Senate seat in Virginia.
We need a new generation of political leaders to fix our politics, both here in Virginia and in the area. And so I decided that I needed to throw my hat in the ring.
At a Halloween parade this week in Leesburg, Segura courted voters. The 31st District race is highly competitive, with multiple television ads and millions already spent. The race could decide which party controls the Senate.
Virginia is the land of opportunity, but we lost a lot under Democratic rule here in Virginia.
The top issues for the 35-year-old? Education and safety.
Voters have had enough with the Loudoun County School Board. They feel like they're not being heard. They want an educational system that raises standards, not lowers them for our schools.
Segura calls his Democratic opponent, Russet Perry, soft on crime, a charge she rejects.
I believe we need to fully fund law enforcement. We need to make sure that folks are safe in the community, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And so I'm just so proud to be running this race, and we're going to win this thing.
Segura has raised more than $2.8 million before the final month of the campaign, according to campaign finance reports. And tomorrow, we focus on the Democratic candidate, Russet Perry. Reporting from the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right.